His inauguration is just days away, and Governor-elect Bill Lee is talking about his plans for Tennessee. News Channel 5's Kyle Horan got to sit down with Lee. He says health care is going to be a major focus of his term.
It's been an alarming trend for people living in rural parts of Tennessee. Hospitals are closing. It's an issue that impacts them, and one that Governor-elect Bill Lee hasn't overlooked.
We have such rapidly escalating healthcare costs, far exceeding the rate of inflation, that if we don't get a handle on those costs, that more and more people will not be able to afford it.
For the governor-elect, the problems are apparent.
We have one of the worst health outcomes in the country in our state, and the vast majority of cost, and what makes it so unaffordable and so rapidly increasing, the vast majority of that cost is associated with mostly preventable chronic disease that's attached to things like obesity and smoking.
Healthcare is at the top of Lee's list of issues Tennessee should face head-on. He doesn't believe that starts with expanding Medicaid, though. Instead, he believes there are different solutions to lower medical costs.
If we expand an existing system that's broken, then we're going to create for ourselves greater problems down the road.
And for the rural hospitals that have been closing across the state, the problem there is those hospitals are not profitable. He believes there are solutions there too.
What folks need now are facilities, and this is working in some places across the state where there is a transformation being made and where the model is changing, where you have a essential services provider, maybe a freestanding ER along with essential services, and then an improvement in transport to a regional center that provides much more specialty and much greater access to high quality specific needs. That's a model that's working in some communities, and we just need to expand it across Tennessee.
Lee also says incentives for rural residencies could bring much needed doctors to areas where there are few. Kyle Horan, News Channel 5.
Governor-elect Lee will be sworn in Saturday morning right here in Nashville at the War Memorial Auditorium. News Channel 5 is committed to bringing voters every moment of Saturday's inauguration. We'll have live coverage of Lee's inauguration on air and online starting at 11 o'clock. Check newschannel5.com for a list of road closures.